All right, Kristen here to deliver a full moon in Taurus report. All right, let me see if I can get I look fuchsia. That's all right. Okay, full moon in Taurus coming up this Wednesday. Ooh, what's the date? This Wednesday, the 24th. Here's my lunar calendar. It's a wee moon, and if you've never seen these before, you may want to order one online for 2019. It gives all the phases of the moon and what planets the moon is in, and it's a lunar calendar. Well, and coupled with, it being the days of the week, and it's, a normal calendar too, but it shows when the sun moves into a new sign and gives you forecasts, year at a glances for the different signs. So we are having a full moon in Taurus. It's like 1 or 2 or 3 degrees Taurus, and the sun on Tuesday moves into Scorpio. So we're working with the Taurus-Scorpio polarity axis. Sun in Taurus, full moon in the opposite zodiac sign, same degree as the sun. So, what does it mean? Taurus, we're still working with that Venusian energy. I've been talking about Venus for like 6 weeks now. We had the Libra new moon 2 weeks ago. We've been in Libra season. The sun's been in Libra. And we've also had a lot of Scorpio energy. So we've now got the sun moving into Scorpio on Tuesday. Venus is in Scorpio, retrograding. Jupiter's been in Scorpio since last October 10th. Mercury's in Scorpio. There's been a lot of scorpionic energy. So with the full moon in Taurus, and that second house energy, that second house being our resources, being our appearances, our health and wealth and fortune, right? This full moon is illuminating, lighting up that value in resources. The thing that's interesting about this full moon is it's conjunct Uranus. Uranus, the lightning bolt that brings quick and sudden changes, okay? So there might be this kind of change up about what your value system is. Like, did you used to really value eating steak every night? Maybe all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to eat steak anymore. I want to have a vegetable pot pie. Or maybe you've been able to eat gluten your whole life, and all of a sudden it's like, I have inflammation. I need to get ahead of that bell curve and work on this, inflammation issue. Maybe gluten's not it. It's changes and the way we eat, the way we be, the way we gather, the way we enjoy and appreciate and revel in the pleasures of life. Taurus is the pleasure sign, the sign of sensuality, not sexuality, sensuality, the enjoyment of the senses, right? This is a real illumination full moon on, what do you enjoy? What do you get that fulfillment in your material world through? Do you enjoy, maybe watching TV has been a big part of what happens in the home, in the household, and all of a sudden you're like, I think I'm gonna turn that off and start meditating. It's just quick and sudden changes in value systems, right? Because of that Uranus conjunction. Uranus is retrograding into Aries, and then it'll move back in 2019 and be there for however long Uranus transits, for a while. So we're getting some interesting shakeups, some interesting kind of, I would say even like quantum shifts in what we once were and found pleasurable and fun. And or maybe it's like quick and sudden changes with your appearance. You're like, I haven't worn makeup ever and I'm going to start doing my eyes up. It can be things like that. Or I've been putting makeup on so heavy, I'm going au natural. It's like these quick and sudden changes in our appearance and in our environments that are a reflection of our value system, right? Of our what our resources, how our resources reflect what we like to to feel like nurtured and comfortable and nourished and taken care of and cozy, in our environments. Maybe, it's just kind of quick and sudden changes and what emotionally satisfies you in that Taurian way. And Taurus is it's fixed earth. So, it's not usually too quick to change, kind of likes things clean and simple, beautiful, stable. It moves slower, just kind of it knows what it likes and it knows how to cultivate that. And that's the way it has been, that's the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. And I'm just holding space for that, with stability, with groundedness, with self-knowing that, yeah, I just like it because I like it. And that's who I am, right? Well, Uranus right there is asking this full moon in Taurus to freshen it up, to like make that change. It's gonna bring you more aliveness in your environment. Maybe you value abundantly anything. Like maybe what? Maybe you're getting this sense of upgrades. I just feel like Uranus is like asking to like upgrade into your future self. And Uranus, we need to, the thing that Taurus will give us is kind of like peace in the change, like kind of like a stability in the transformation process. That Taurian energy is very loving. It is very comforting. It is very embracing. It is warm and stable and likes oh, I've got a dog fight on a bone. I usually only have one dog, but I've got two dogs in the house now. Can you hear that grumbling? They both value this bone a lot. And oh, Sedona lost. Lily, the queen, won. Wow. Okay, interesting. Okay, where was I? So, what I've been feeling personally is just health upgrade. What do I need to be more energetic, more chemically balanced, more, not even balanced, but like amplified? I think we kind of get used to the operating system as it is. We get comfortable and steadied in that like rhythm. And Uranus is here to be like, I'm going to change it up for you. We're going to change this up, and we are going to freshen it up. And these supplements and these enzymes and these amino acids and this spirulina and this blue-green algae and la 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 is what you need to get that ampage. It's going to be the energy requirement to take on that next level of resource development, of developing yourself and establishing yourself in the world. And that's cool. That's cool. Like that's a positive. And this energy, it's like when we get signals, when we get signs, when our health is like showing up and those conversations are telling us, hey, maybe this, maybe that, maybe try this, like that could really help you feel more harmonious and balanced and amplified. It's like those aren't mistakes, those aren't accidents, those conversations. Like take the upgrades when they come, when you're feeling motivated to do them. Because if we don't utilize these transits to amplify and change it up, life has a way of making us change, sometimes by force, right? So we want to use these transits to really support that, ascension process and calibrating the biology of our body. I mean, Taurus is earth. Taurus is the earth and body as earth. And this Uranian and it's earth, it's physical, but the moon is on it. So it's the emotional, connection to that physicality. So we might have emotional attachments to the way, food addictions. Like I've always eaten bread. I love sourdough bread. What do you mean? Like I have inflammation and I need to get ahead of it. Like, okay, like it's interesting and breaking those cycles of habit around food is huge. Around habits that, are we drinking too much alcohol? Maybe it's like get your golden milk tea going on at night. Your nightcap is not a glass of wine that's going to dehydrate you all night and give you achy lethargy, kind of like bleh in the morning, that you have to have like coffee to like pick it up. It's like maybe it's not this roller coaster that we've habituated, but it's more like that sattvic, steady, peaceful middle energy that we need to calibrate and balance. So Venus, love, self-love, quick changes in the way we love ourselves, quick changes and transformations, because we need to get ready for this Jupiter and Sagittarius transit. Jupiter's been in Scorpio. We have been deep plunging into subconscious emotional content for the past 14 months. And Jupiter's moving into Sag, its home sign. It's just going to like, really expand us, right? Really, it's like the volume's getting turned on, turned up, okay? So we really need our emotional body and our nervous systems to be ready for the quickening of changes, okay? So use this transit to upgrade, and I send you my love, and I feel happy right now. It's good. Like I'm feeling the energy. Uranus and the moon and Taurus. It's good. It's good. Take the signals and go with it. Take the cues. If you've been hunkering down in a little bit of a depression particle, get those supplements. It's going to get your brain, your serotonin, dopamine, get your brain balanced. So much of it is chemistry. So much of it is chemistry of the endocrine system, right? And just positive thoughts, positive people, positive environments. Get out of those energies that are dragging you down. Yeah, got to change those habits for sure. Got to leave that behind and surround yourself with amplification energies that are going to support you in the becoming of the more you potential that's latent within, okay? And build those new building blocks that Taurus is so good at. Taurus love. Sweet. So sweet. Okay. Love yourself and be true. Bye-bye.